There is a country in Europe that most travelers skip. It has no Eiffel Tower, no Colosseum, no canals or crowded beaches. It has something better. Mountains so green, they hurt your eyes. Rivers so clear, you can drink from them. And a history so raw that every stone tells a story. This country is shaped like a heart, literally. When you look at its borders on a map, you see a heart sitting in the middle of the Balkans, Bosnia and Herzegovina. For years, the name was associated only with war, with news reports from the 1990s, with tragedy. But that was 30 years ago. The war ended, the people rebuilt, and now a new Bosnia has emerged, one that most of the world has not yet discovered. This is Bosnia and Herzegovina, the most underrated country in Europe. And once you see it, you will wonder why you waited so long. Bosnia and Herzegovina sits in the heart of the Balkan Peninsula in southeastern Europe. It is bordered by Croatia to the north, west and south, Serbia to the east, and Montenegro to the southeast. The country has a tiny coastline on the Adriatic Sea, just 20 kilometers, squeezed between Croatian towns. The rest is mountains, forests, and rivers. Its history is a collision of empires. The Romans came, then the Slavs. Then the Ottoman Turks conquered in the 15th century, bringing Islam, architecture, and coffee. The Austro-Hungarians took over in 1878, adding European elegance and beer. After World War I, Bosnia became part of Yugoslavia. Then, in 1992, after Yugoslavia broke apart, Bosnia declared independence. What followed was a brutal war that lasted 3.5 years, killed over 100,000 people, and displaced millions. The war ended in 1995. Today, Bosnia is a single country made of two entities, the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and the Republika Srpska. It is a place where mosques, Catholic churches, and Orthodox churches stand within walking distance of each other. It is complicated, it is beautiful, and it is ready for visitors. Sarajevo. Start in Sarajevo, the capital. This city has been called the Jerusalem of Europe because you can hear the call to prayer from a mosque, church bells from a cathedral, and the sound of Jewish prayers from a synagogue, all within a single block. Walk down the main street Ferhadija. On one side, Austro-Hungarian buildings with elegant facades. On the other, Ottoman-era shops with wooden fronts. These are not two cities. This is one city, and it works. The heart of old Sarajevo is Bashchashia, the old bazaar. Cobblestone streets, the smell of grilled meat and coffee, coppersmiths hammering designs into trays. Above the city, look for the Yellow Fortress, the Yellow Bastion. From here, you see the entire valley, the river Miljacka winding through, the hills covered in houses and graveyards. Those white tombstones are a reminder. During the war, snipers hid in those hills. The city was surrounded for over 3 years, the longest siege in modern history. Today, Sarajevo is alive. Young people fill the cafes. Art galleries line the streets. The city has not forgotten, but it has moved forward. Mostar. 2 hours south of Sarajevo lies Mostar, and at the center of Mostar lies its soul, the starry most, the old bridge. For 400 years, this stone arch connected the two sides of the city. Then, in 1993, during the war, it was destroyed, shell after shell. The stones fell into the Neretva River. It was an act of cultural genocide. After the war, the world helped rebuild, stone by stone. Divers pulled the original blocks from the river. Craftsmen used traditional methods. In 2004, the bridge reopened. Now young men leap from its peak into the freezing green water below. It is a tradition. They stand on the edge, pray, and jump. The tourists cheer. But watch closely. The lepers do not smile. For them, this is not a performance. It is a ritual, a way of saying, we are still here. 𝐼𝐵𝐺. A short drive from Mostar brings you to 𝐵𝐵𝐺. Here, a massive cliff rises from the earth. At its base, a cave, and from that cave, the Buna River explodes into the open. Bright turquoise water, shockingly cold, so clear you can see every pebble at the bottom. Next to the spring sits a 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭, a dervish monastery built into the cliff. White walls, green roof. It has been here for 500 years. Dervishes, who are Muslim mystics, came here to meditate, to pray, to be alone with God. You can sit at a restaurant built over the water, drink tea, listen to the river roar, watch the fish swim beneath your feet. This is not a tourist trap. It is a place of peace. 𝐼𝐵𝐺 Waterfalls. 20 minutes from Mostar, hidden in the forest, you will find 𝐼𝐵𝐺 Waterfalls. 25 meters high, over 100 meters wide. In summer, the water is warm enough to swim. You can float in the pool beneath the falls, surrounded by green cliffs. Most tourists never come here. They go to Croatia's Plitvice lakes, which are beautiful but crowded. 𝐼𝐵𝐺 is empty. You will share the water with local families and a few travelers who know the secret. Bring a picnic. Stay all day. The sun hits the spray and creates rainbows. 𝐼𝐵𝐺'𝐿. Most cities have a fountain in the center. 𝐼𝐵𝐺'𝐿 has a waterfall, 22 meters high, right in the middle of town. The Pliva River drops directly into the city below. You can stand on a bridge and watch it fall. 𝐼𝐵𝐺 is also where Yugoslavia was born. In 1943, the communist partisans held a conference here. They decided to build a new country after World War II. That country is gone. The waterfall remains. Above the falls, you find water mills, small wooden houses built over streams. They have been grinding grain for centuries. Some still work. You can buy fresh flour from the miller. Una National Park. In the northwest corner of the country, near the Croatian border, lies Una National Park. The Una River is famous for its waterfalls. �R𝐨𝐵𝐿 is the biggest, a series of cascades that stretch for over a kilometer. The water is so clear that you can see the bottom at 10 meters. Here, you can raft. The river has rapids for beginners and experts. You can also hike, bike, or simply sit by the water and watch the fish. The park is wild. Bears and wolves still live in the surrounding forests, but they stay away from people. You are safe. Now here is a fun fact. Bosnia and Herzegovina is one of the last places in Europe where you can see wild horses running free. Near the town of Livno, on a high plateau called 𝐼𝐵𝐺, hundreds of wild horses roam the grasslands. They are not native. They are descendants of horses that were released by farmers after the war. Without predators, they multiplied. Now they live in herds, galloping across the open fields completely untamed. You can visit them, drive up the mountain, walk slowly. If you are lucky, they will come close. Do not feed them. Do not chase them. Just watch. It is like stepping back in time. Bosnian food is what happens when the Ottoman Empire and the Austro-Hungarian Empire cook in the same kitchen. Start with 𝐶𝐴𝐵𝐵. These are small grilled sausages made from minced beef and lamb. They are served in a soft flatbread called 𝐿𝐵𝐿, with raw onions and a sour cream-like sauce called 𝐾𝐨𝐺. You eat them with your hands. Do not ask for a fork. Next, burek. This is a flaky pastry filled with meat, usually beef or lamb. But burek in Bosnia is not just a pastry. It is a point of pride. Ask for srnica, cheese burek, 𝐿𝐵𝐻𝐿, spinach burek, or kromperusha, potato burek. But do not call them burek. Only the meat version is burek. The others have their own names. Bosnians are serious about this. And then there is baklava. You have had baklava before. But Bosnian baklava is different. Less sweet, more walnuts, made with thin, hand-rolled dough, served with a glass of cold water. One piece is never enough. Bosnia and Herzegovina is not a polished country. The roads have potholes. The trains run slow. The menus are not always in English, but that is the point. You come here to be surprised. This country has survived empires and wars and sieges. It has been broken and rebuilt. It knows loss, but it also knows beauty. And now it is waiting for you. Come before the crowds. Come with an open mind. Come hungry. Bosnia will feed you, not just with food, with stories, with silence, with the sound of water falling over stone. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of the Balkans, subscribe for more destinations that most travelers miss. See you on the next adventure.